Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Go 58 to the mic. Danny. Check now.
80 weapons.
Check.
Look at me. Door. Ready.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
That's right, baby.
Go.
They run. Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Joker.
Leo.
Operating from the gun. Tanner. Open man as Thielen is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
Watch 57. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
On first down, Tanner. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
57. Mike. 50.
From the gun, Tanner. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On the set.
Mike's 56. Hey. Big dash.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Down. 60 outlaw.
I'm trying to collect. Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Double up.
Bam.
It's Barkley on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? 70. Indy. Hey, 2.
Right now, you better break. By 52. It's a party now. Where's 52? What 52? 52's the mic. I'm coming up.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Gibson finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Got one. Watch twist.
General West. Hey, wahoo. Fire.
On 1st and 10, Gibson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Giants.
Here we go. 8 read.
I got you. Back.
Recon, 132 fighter.
52. Kill.
Snap.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
6-6, pull it high.
Check.
Rock it. Ready.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Gibson. And it's complete to Kelce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Here I come again.
Tight go. Protein spill.
Shit.
Let's go.
On first down, Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch twist.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit.
To throw on second down, Gibson. And Thomas has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Cardinals' 19-yard line.
set, 15 line it. 15 line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the pass.
Hey, Hayward.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
2nd and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike, 37. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike, 37. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, high 7.
Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike, 37.
Keep grip.
Operating from the gun. Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
57 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Topper.
Showing up. Kill. Check.
Look, squeeze. They go.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. That goes for a gain of 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Tanner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Tanner. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, Sam on. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Tanner looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check 9.
X3. 218. Chop. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
36.
From the gun, Tanner. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Whip. Watch the whip.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Looking to throw on second down. Gibson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Set, ready, and move it.
Right there, 56. I'm coming.
49, check 49. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 56. I'm here all day.
Be grip.
On first down, Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twitch.
Go.
Check it. Go.
On second down, Barkley, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. And we go 37 to Mike 37. Watch the run.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Gibson. It's caught, Shepard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You draw Porter. Under cover. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man here is Gentry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Gibson. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Tanner. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
56. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, Charlie.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Rack it, rack it. Rack it, rack it. Play 56, Mike, 56. Check tight end, check.
Go, go.
56, Mike, 56. Right
Get it.
56.
Throwing on first down. Gibson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 21 yards away. And the Giants have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready?
Arizona's
61.
offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants
68
offense
more.
at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Gain on the play. First down, Giants.
You ready?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Let's go. We ain't giving up nothing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hey, Alpha. Two.
Off play action. Gibson. There goes a deep ball in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tanner, that ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Crunch.
A toss to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
50 plants. 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's
Recon, 152 fighter. Get it.
To throw on second down. Gibson throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They keep it with Barkley on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Back to throw. Gibson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Slam, slam, slam.
Protein spill. Hey, Zoo. 5.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Out, 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 out.
61, matchbox lights.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's not good. Check, 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 check.
Topper, topper. Hey, wahoo.
Everyone, 37's the mic.
Now.
On first down, Gibson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Irvin.
37's the mic. Mike 37. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37. Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, Haywood.
Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37. And watch your legs.
Ready, ready.
Throwing again. Gibson. Open man is Winfrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Take 3. 218. Chop.
Operating from the gun, Gibson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, the 40, the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's what I'm talking about. Not hit, boy.
At the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Kill.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, exit. And up.
2nd down and inches. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Let's go.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
10 Lobo.
56.
Bam.
Watch it. Check 15. Check 15. Safe. Under 10.
Silent. 64. Weak.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production means they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, high 7.
37 to Mike 37. Ricky.
Big grip.
From the gun, Gibson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Check three.
Rock it.
Check 43. Check the backer.
Smooth. Let go.
To throw from his end zone. Tanner. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, echo.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Tanner. This one caught by Isabella. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check. Begin.
Five.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bravo. Snap.
2nd and 5. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Tanner. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Squeeze.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tanner. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, Tanner. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's been a long day for you. Check 31.
80 weapons.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Look at me. Sure.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch up, switch up. Back.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Looking to throw. Gibson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down.
Go, go.
37 to Mike. Mike 37. Coming. And we go 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Tighten up.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
And we go 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Here we go. And we go 37 to Mike. Mike 37. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, Gibson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Tanner. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing on first down. Tanner. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team was...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On first down, Tanner. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 99, check 99.
Ready?
On first down, Barkley, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
15, 1,
56. Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that